Good morning and welcome to Cooley Outdoors. I am your host, Brandon Scott, and digging out of the snow today, come join me is Nash.
Hello.
For once, he's not stuck in his neighborhood in snow, so he's able to come play with us. And we are at exit 63 along I-90 and Snoqualmie Pass, and we are at this is the Cabin Creek exit. So in the winter, it becomes the Cabin Creek Sno-Park, where they have a little parking lot that they plow out here that can hold, what do you want to say, like 35-ish?
Something like that.
Something like that. I'll have to look it up and off the website and see what they say, how much they say they can actually hold here. But there's also a second lot further down. This is a very popular snow park on weekends. This is where the Kongsbergers ski club does their races, and this is their maintained snow park that they have in partnership with the state with the snow park system. So it becomes very popular on the weekends. But today is a Wednesday, and it was crappy weather yesterday, and it's slowly transitioning to more favorable weather, aka it's snowing and not raining. So it's middle of the week, iffy, dodgy weather for being out in the snow. So it's 9 o'clock-ish. No. Yes, 9 o'clock-ish, and there's 5 cars in the parking lot, whereas last time we came here, we got here at like 8 o'clock on a Saturday, and it was full, and we barely found a spot. So it was also better weather. But anywho, so we're going to go ski the Kongsbergers ski area. We've done this once before, and we had not the greatest of times because this was before I knew I needed to wax my skis. So yeah, operator error, and this time these skis are waxed, and hopefully the snow conditions are still okay for the wax type I have on. And we're gonna go hit the slopes and have some fun. Well, not hit the slopes, we're on cross-country skis, not downhill skis, but we're gonna go hit the tracks and go have some fun. Alrighty, and for the books, of course, we're cross-country skiing, so there's one of 2 books that'll have it, if it does have it. The older first and second editions, where they split it up between the South Cascades and the North Cascades. This, of course, is the second edition, more updated. Sections 15 and 16 is technically where we're at, although I don't think when this book was written, the ski club had their stuff fully together, because it just talks about some sometimes groomed trails. But Cabin Creek is here, kind of, sort of, not really. Cabin Creek and the Stampede Pass Road, which goes north back towards Crystal Springs, which we've done in a previous video. And then eventually you can do Amabilis Mtn, which I think is actually nowadays groomed by the ski club, which in both these books it says it's still ungroomed. So Cascade cross-country ski tours in Washington South Cascades Olympic, second edition, 15 and 16. When the newest edition came out and they just combined everything into the 100 best, third edition, because that's the second edition. There's a North Cascades version for that one. So third edition, they combined everything. 57, Cabin Creek Nordic Ski Area. This is actually what it looks like. As you can see, the title of most popular of the Interstate 90 snow parks could be daunting, which is this one. But this is what it actually looks like now. This is pretty close to it. We're parked down here at the Snowflake, yeah. We're going to go across, and we'll probably run where you see 1, which is the road course, which is an easy course. It goes something like 2 miles one way to a intersection of another road, which then you can take, I think, out to Lake Caches, which is a plowed snowmobile route. Eventually, when we get our backcountry skis, we'll be doing that. And then 2 and 3, which are the Berg Course and the Viking Course, is a nice big loop, which is entertaining, which is what we did last time, the one time we were out here. And then, of course, go to 58 Amabilis, which goes up to Amabilis Mtn, has some really pretty views. Says it's ungroomed forest road and most difficult. That's just because it's fairly steep uphill, but I believe the ski club now plows this also. So that is where we are at. Yes, there are raindrops on the windshield because it is warm-ish out, but I promise you it is actually snowing and not raining. So let's go have some frickin' fun, brah. All right, so we have walked over the highway overpass. We get you on tracks and start going. And we are on now the north side of I-90. I'm gonna hop in the tracks and head down to the Kongsberger hut and start our ski. So this is the hut and their little turnaround spot for where they do races. The hut's back there. But Kongsbergers does races here. I think the first one of the season is, I want to say, like January 8th, and then it'll be the 13th, and that's the exit side of the loop, the Viking / Berg Course. Of course, part of it's up here, but to start with, to warm up, we're just going to do what's called the road, this easy one, where it's just follow the Forest Service road. And again, we are both probably way too overdressed for this. So we haven't gone very far, but I believe that is the road that goes up Amabilis, and as you can see, it is groomed, and it said it is groomed to the Y, the intersection. And that intersection, I believe, is where you go up to the top, and there's a roundabout up near the top. And it's, like I was saying, it's something like 4 kilometers up one way, and it's rated as most difficult just because you're climbing up a mountain. So I'm sure it's more for the descent than the ascent, especially now that it's groomed. But yeah, we're on the road. We're on the Forest Service road heading northwest back towards the pass, but not really. Nope, over. You gotta remember, these, you don't hold ski poles like you hold regular hiking poles. So yeah, there is, I believe it's the Berg Course is what that technically is called. I can't remember which one is which. So that's a separate course. It's a little more ups and downs and undulations, which makes it a more difficult trail, but for now we're just gonna go up the road. It looks like it is tried to stop snowing. Pretty, ain't it? You can finally look up. Yeah, I know. Stop snowing for a little bit and you can look around some. But this is what it's all about. You get out on skis and you go enjoy the weather a wee bit. Yeah, this'll do. This'll plenty do. Do you want to just go the road all the way down and back?
I want to do the slopes.
Oh yeah, but to warm up we'll go down and come back. It's like 2 kilometers. It's like 1.5 miles one way.
Doesn't it end at the slopes though?
Well, no, the slopes will turn off and the road keeps going.
Let's hit the slopes when we get there.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. So you remember how to do this good enough then, huh? Oh, YouTube, I confess, I gave you some slightly incorrect information about the snow park passes. If you buy the 1-day pass, you don't need to buy the groom sticker, of course. So buy the 1-day pass for $25. You can go anywhere. But if you buy the season pass, you need to buy the sticker at $70 too. So it's $120 for the season to come use this versus if you just come out here for a day, you only got to pay the $25. But again, if you're gonna come out here and use and you like it and you want to be out here a bunch of times, buy the season, buy the ski, buy the sticker. More money to the state parks directly so they can continue plowing this. Yeah, my throat got really dry. And plus it's actually better if you come out here. If you're gonna use it like 3, 4, 6, 8, 10 times, you of course want to buy the season pass. It's just like the national park stuff. I buy the annual pass because to get into most national parks it's $30 for the day versus $80 for the season. And I usually go in and are needing to use the pass multiple times a month, so I usually use that $80 worth of day pass within the month, so it's technically free for the rest of it. But of course I also donate to the foundations and stuff too, but still. I believe this is our Nash.
Not a bad day for skiing, huh?
No, I mean it was raining so bad yesterday, it was like crap. But looked at the forecast today, it's like,
Winter's back.
yep, that freezing rain did suck though. This is where you're going. So we reached the intersection of where the Berg and the Viking course disappear into the woods and off the road. And I'll come over to this map real quick to show it, but I also put up the map in picture form. So yes, what it was going along us either way over there on the other side is the Berg course. We are here, and then we'll come out and go around and do the Viking course. Probably. You gonna do the whole thing?
To remind myself.
So we're here. We just did the little green one, the easy part, and then the Berg course goes like that, and the Viking course comes way out here. Do you want to do the whole thing, or do you want to do just the Berg course first? I don't care.
Which one did we do last time?
We did the whole thing. We've always done the whole thing.
Oh, okay. Let's just do the whole thing.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So again, the easy course, the road continues off that way and eventually intersects with the Kaches road, which you can drive because eventually it ends at Kaches Sno-Park somewhere up here, which is snowmobiles, and you can also ski down the snowmobile road, obviously. But that road is going to eventually connect. Back here, 4822 is Amabilis, and you can see it comes up and up and up and eventually ends down here, and that's where the grooming ends, and then you can go up and around Amabilis. But we're going to come run this, so we're going to go do part of the Berg course, the entire Viking course, and the boundary line loop, and then we'll come back and do most of the other of the Berg course, and I don't know, maybe call it a day after that, maybe not. We've done it twice in one day, and that was a tiring day.
Yeah, it was kind of tiring.
We'll come back.
We'll come back and tip the road a little bit and come back down.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Or we just do this once.
Yeah, so we are leaving the road course.
Be careful.
Yeah, so we are leaving the road course, and we're going to be going down the Berg course. And this is a more difficult trail because it's going to have some ups and downs and some turns and stuff, so you got to have a bit better balance, but I think we'll be okay. Obviously, as you saw, the road has tracks for both directions because it is an out and back, versus the Berg and the Viking are both one ways, so they're only going to have tracks on one side. And this is what it's really all about, getting tucked into the woods, going for a ski, don't you know. And I'm going to be multitasking like an idiot. Got my phone out. Yes, I know. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, dang it. Nash already went by. No. So I'm going to get Nash in the Snapchat picture, but I guess not. There's always going to be more time for that. Put the phone back in the pocket.
And ski, baby, ski. Snow's coming back, huh? What?
It's not too bad, we're fine. We just crashed on that first turn. And that was the end of the video.
Well, remember, there's that one steep hill where we struggle up.
Yeah.
All right, stay there for a couple seconds. I want to get a picture.
Doesn't Crystal Springs has the one with the turn that I was struggling with last time, right?
No, that's on this one. That's at the very end of this one.
Oh, okay.
We're the one where you...
Prepare for some crashes, folks.
Yeah. So there's a downhill turn near the end of this where I've managed to make it through about 1 in 3 times, but I don't think Nash has made it through the corner once.
Yeah, I don't know. So with turning, I can't do it. It's not groove.
He'll learn eventually. You can go ahead and get a little further ahead, Nash, so I can get you better. And I think after this, I'm going to kill the camera for a little bit, maybe. Also, you see I have Avenza Maps running, so it shows me exactly where I am. We're on the Berg Course, 0.3 kilometers from the road intersection to the Berg cutoff, where the Berg is going to turn back around, and then we're going to go straight because the Viking course starts. But that person that went by us going really quickly and doing a weird, almost a penguin step type deal, that is called skate skiing, versus what we are doing is called classic skiing or diagonal striding. Decent hill, down we go, and it is absolutely gorgeous. This is what it's all about. Yee-hoo! Stay on it, stay in the tracks. Oh yeah. This is going so much smoother now that the skis are waxed. So, this intersection, if you were to stay left, it technically, if you were to stay straight, it technically is left, and it continues the Berg Course around because the Berg Course goes back towards the road. But we're gonna go do the whole thing, so we're going right downhill onto the Viking course. This is where the hills really start. So if you wanted to, you could hop on. It makes a little loop there, Berg, and the Berg goes back that way, back towards the road, and does some other things, which eventually will hit. So we'll eventually be back over there. We just won't hit this. But instead, yeah, the snow is a little crusty because it's been, let's see here. So this time last week, we got freezing rain Monday night into Tuesday and Tuesday night. This would be a week ago, 8 days ago. And then it was warm-ish for Christmas, and it got really warm, like mid-50s, so it got warm up here and started to melt some of this stuff. And then we had a bit of a Pineapple Express come through, which is a really warm, heavy-hitting, windy rainstorm that comes up from Hawaii, hence pineapple, part of the Pineapple Express. Oh shit, yep, hop out. Professional. Got a professional coming soon.
I'll get some pictures of you.
Okay. I was monologuing for a bit, sorry. So yeah, professional.
Yep.
He's on probably race skis that are like 800.
How tight his pants are.
Again, professional. He's going fast, probably getting ready for the race next week. But anywho, as I was saying, it was wet and rainy up here until last night, so this is going to be kind of crunchy and crusty from freezing rain to regular rain. We finally got some snow last night, so it's going to be a little crusty and crunchy, but it's not bad. And that grinding you hear is the fish scales on the bottom of the skis, which is what you push down on so you can actually climb up. So eventually, yes, I may not get newer track skis, but eventually I'd like to get actual ski clothing because I'm still wearing stuff that's a little too baggy and a little too unaerodynamic, but that's later. And again, if any of you are trying to get in this on the cheap, I was able to find skis at Goodwill / Value Village. You can also find them online on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. Research what size you need though, your length for your weight. And that's going to be the hardest part, is actually find stuff that is correct for your length. And then honestly, you can just wear a rain jacket and rain pants to keep the wetness off of you. And that'll work in the cheap for now, but this is the tough part. This is the first steep hill. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah! Yeah! I'll get to the top of the hill and then probably kill it for a bit. You can just see because how this goes. I haven't got this practice in yet this year, so we'll see how this goes. And hopefully my fish scales don't fail me, and I can boogie on up. So I'm just doing short little running steps so my fish scales can grab. I'm not trying to slide up this, because then you end up sliding back down. Short little running steps, and then I'm at the top. And it's going to be a fairly steep hill, so maybe I'll let this run to the hill and wait for Nash to get up here. Oh, that was a bit tiring. Is the camera lens all snowed in?
Hang on. Nope. It's good.
Cool. Good, 'cause this is going to be a fun steep hill. Is it pointing upwards a little bit? Because I've been looking down like this. So if I'm looking...
Face that way.
It's going that way a little too much?
No. Turn your head that way. It's facing down just a bit.
So if I'm looking like this, it's pretty much pointing at you,
Yeah.
at your face. Okay, cool. That's what I wanted. Because, you know, I'm looking down like this, watching the slopes the whole time.
You don't want to be looking at your feet.
Nope. Big hill, baby. Big snowy hill. Bend knees. Oh, yeah. Oh, glasses would have been a good thing. Keep the snow out of my eyeballs. Woo! All right. Let's see. Let's get him coming down. You can hear his fish scales dragging. Let's get my ski out of the way. Right? We should have put glasses on, but oh well.
Snow in my eyes.
Yeah, exactly. Luckily we have balance this time. Exactly. All right, I'm gonna kill the camera for a bit and we'll just ski along. We'll turn the camera back on for a little bit. Because it's just so dang snowy and pretty. Then, what?
You think she'll be comfortable with intermediate?
I think so. We took her up that Forest Service road last year and she did fine.
Did we?
Yeah, that unplowed Forest Service road.
I see her doing that hill and I'm scared.
She'll be all right.
Scared for her.
I mean, when we took her and Liv up to Blewett Pass, it was worse than that. And it was, I mean, it was unplowed, so you went slower, but I think she'll do fine. Ugh. Turns a little tight for our skis. So there's the other side. So it's gonna be a little loop, jiggle, jiggle, come back around. I think this section technically is the boundary line now. And that cutoff there was to cut off for the Viking course, I believe. I'm gonna check my Avenza maps real quick. Oh, that was a weird cutoff that'll take you back on the Viking a little bit. Interesting. So yeah, the boundary line is going to be a little dit dot up here. We'll come up to an intersection and stay to the left, and there'll be a turn on the right. That'll be a Viking cutoff, but staying to the left and doing an extra bit will be the boundary line loop, which is weird because it's the main line, so I don't know why they name it. Just keep it the Viking course, but whatever. That's not my naming. I gotta jog up this hill a little bit because I am crap. And you see kilometer marker number 2. Pretty, pretty?
Also pretty.
Pretty, pretty. Oh yeah, that probably would be a good spot for a water break. I think I will join you and attempt to learn how this backpack works. Water is on that side. Hip belt is already undone. I'm not gonna be able to reach it without taking it off. Oh well, screw it, I'll just wait. Put the hip belt back on. All right, I'm good when you are. Professional. Coming in hot. Let's see. Swamp Lake Reforestation Project. AKA it's gonna be big pretty trees in about another 40 years, but damn, just look up into the snow. That's good. Das is good, yeah. And I'm still overdressed, I'm still too warm. Get some speed for the hill. Oh yeah, that's what it's all about, yeah. Skiing in der Schnee, skiing in der Schnee, skiing in der Schnee, der Schnee, der Schnee, der Schnee, 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 Schnee. Snowflake, num num num, snowflake. Still a bit crusty, but that's okay. Falling hard and falling fast. Oh yeah. This one, a little turn in the middle. Yup, this is good. This is the good. Kind of let your skis roll with the tracks. Lots of snow. You gotta be conscious of turning and looking slower so the camera can keep up, dummy. Oh yeah, this is the good. This, you couldn't have much better of a day. It's the middle of the work week, so most people are at work. So there's not hordes of people here. It's snowing pretty hard, but not super hard. Yeah, this'll do. This will do nicely. Pretty good day there, don't you know?
Oh yeah, there, bud.
Oh yeah, there, bud.
That's some good looking snow, boy, I tell you what there.
Oh, it's from pretty damn good there, snow, don't you know? Nice and floofy. and take some pictures with the actual phone camera. That's a good one.
A bit windy there.
Oh, coming down through there?
Yeah.
It happens. So we're gonna want to stay to the right. Maybe. Or am I dumb? Let's look at the map. You have a map. We're coming in. No, we do want to stay to the left. Yes, that's what I thought. Yeah, stay left. So this is the cutoff we're coming up to here. Oh, I'm glad I got a bill on my cap. So yeah, we want to stay to the left. That's a cutoff there, and they didn't track it, so we'll stay to the left. This is now going to be technically the short boundary line loop, because that's technically the continuation of the Viking course over there. It takes a shortcut. So this is now the boundary line. Yeah, it says right there, shortcut. If you wanted to make your, ooh, this is why you run up these, because if you stand here, your weight shifts and you don't make it. That's why you go with momentum and run up the dang thing. Oh well, and if it's too steep, you can herringbone or sidestep and get out of the track. This is now, it's a boundary line. I think I'm gonna kill it. This is just too perfect of a straightaway not to get a picture of and some video of. And you know what? Misa gonna go first.
Go ahead.
Oh, oh,
Yeah, might look good from behind.
oh, dude, this is nice. Except for there's no metal edges on our track skis, so it's hard, but. This is nice. This is nice. Nice and below freezing, so starting to collect on the trees again. Oh, when I did go skiing the other week, did you see how much snow was on those tree branches?
Yeah, I saw. It's crazy.
So cool. That's how you know it hasn't been below freezing or above freezing in a long time.
I think it was 40 at my house when I left this morning.
Yeah, I believe it was 41 in Milton, and the top of the pass was saying it was 29. It's like, yeah, it's not going to get warm. In fact, it's probably going to get colder and snow 5 inches today. I'm like,
Yep.
That works. And then tomorrow, I think it's supposed to be 30 and snowing lightly in Chelan, and the ski resort's obviously higher than Chelan, so it's going to be like 25. Either tomorrow or Friday. Pretty much.
Speed up. Speed up.
Shit. Oh, I know why, because I'm breaking trail. The tracks have been snowed in a little bit. That's why I'm going faster than you when I'm behind you.
Yep. Where's the trail?
Pretty much.
On the trail we train. Yep, now I got the front.
Oh, this turn is tight.
Quick, turn the camera off.
Pretty much. Although we're more than 30 seconds in, we're not going to get demonetized.
Legend, in too fast.
All right, time to run, baby. Yeah. Oh, this is so much better with wax.
Job.
Working on it. A little better shape than last winter.
There you go.
And I actually learned that you're supposed to put skis on these or wax on these things too, so.
Well, you got good wax right now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Have a good one. Yeah. It is a lot of work, YouTube, but it's fun. No? No run? Did that guy talk to you too?
No.
Oh.
I'm not popular enough.
I think it was because I was running. He's like, good job, you're doing good. I'm like, yeah, a little better shape than last winter, and I got I think I got the right wax on this time. He's like, oh yeah, if you're going that quick, you're good. Yes.
The person tells you you're good, you're good.
Exactly. You're doing something right when the professionals think you're doing all right.
You're doing good, kid, real good.
You're doing good, kid.
As long as I'm around, no one's in second best.
See? Oh no, more movie/TV references. We're gonna get demonetized if we ever get commercials or ads, I should say. You want to go first for this hill on the camera?
Go ahead, I'm gonna film you.
Okay. You ready?
What's your story?
Dude, this is so nice. And yes, that low rumble YouTube you hear in the background is I-90. Yep. We're not exactly out in the wilderness, but it really doesn't matter. You're on good snow, good skis.
Still feels like wilderness.
You ready?
Yep.
Oh, come on. Landscape like an actual booger. Landscape. Roll the phone over. Yeah, landscape. And you got person behind you. Yee-hoo! Oh yeah, that's the good stuff there, don't you know? And then I'm gonna get out of the track to let these other people go by, and so I can. Oh, hi, squirrel. Squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. I didn't run you over, did I? Hi. Uh-oh. He heard you coming.
What?
There's a squirrel right here on the tree.
Oh, same.
Alright, you go first. I'm gonna turn the camera off. About that fresh nar, bruh. Yee-hoo. We are back on the Viking loop proper. There was a four-way intersection back there a little bit where that shortcut, that untracked shortcut came back into play. Although their signs call this the I-90 loop because I-90 is right here, as you can hear it. And sometimes sea cars go by too. So I think this is all technically part of the Viking loop. As we skiing. So skiing good. Good skiing, don't you know? All right, camera's rolling. Send her. Go.
A little turn up there.
You'll be fine. See? Perfectly fine. Heard that. All right, so we're back at this big intersection. I don't think I filmed it to begin with, but we came up over there. That directly in front of me is the shortcut for the Viking course, so that's the end of the boundary loop. And then we just went all the way around this back in here, which they technically call the I-90 course, but it's still part of the Viking course. So now, got this big ol' gangly hill, and up at the top there's a sub trail you can go on that's most difficult, called the Mount Ozbaldy tour, which we're not going to do because I don't think Ozbaldy is even groomed. But now we begin the uphill grind. And yes, I do remember this being a heck of a lot worse when we didn't have wax on our skis. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, your skis I think were in better condition to begin with, so they were smoother to begin with. But I remember without skis, this climb took Nash and I like 5 minutes to do. And now we're probably gonna get it done in under a minute and a half. That just shows, do your research, people. Make sure, even if you're not using the greatest of equipment, it's in as best of shape as you can. This would be kind of scary going down. I'm pretty sure this is what Amabilis looks like a lot.
Yeah.
So maybe by the end of the winter, if we go out and skiing enough, we'll go try our first hard course and go do the attract portion of Amabilis. But yeah, this is so much easier. So here, I believe, is the ungroomed, most difficult Mount Ozbaldy tour. Yep, parking lot. Continue on straight for another 3 kilometers to complete the loop. And then that's an up. I'm not sure if it's an up and down or if it's an up and down loop, or if it's just an out and back, but it's a up to the top of Mount Ozbaldy, and it is a most difficult rating. And as you can see, it's also ungroomed. So
Yeah. That climb definitely took us like 2 minutes faster.
oh yeah, we did that in better than half the time. That's what happens when your equipment's in proper working order.
Yep.
Just imagine how much easier Moach is going to be when we're on real backcountry skis.
Yeah.
I'll probably turn it off at this corner. This is nice. This is what it's all about, YouTube. Well, come on, keep going. So it appears there is multiple ways up Mount Ozbaldy. Maybe that was for snowshoes back there, I don't know, but this is another, it says Ozbaldy up here. You can see right there, 1.1 kilometers up and it's groomed and everything, so we maybe do that too later in the year when we get more confident in ourselves. Yeah, it's a loop. I can see it on the map. So then it comes, oh no, it's looped right here, so I don't know what that back entrance is. That's weird, but now nice long gradual downhill. Figured roll the camera for it. And no, I do not have the mic I bought on it. I don't want its first run to be in the snow. We'll test it out later, probably this spring or when we go out to the ocean or something. So we'll just cruise on down, cruise on down, cruise on down and join the ski. Oh yeah, there bud, oh yeah, there bud, oh yeah, there bud, ski, 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 ski. Now we're coming up to another shortcut intersection. So if you don't want to do any of all that, this might be where the Berg Course comes back in. Uh-oh, Nash is having difficulty. Oh, he just got I feel like you got a twig stuck in your shoes last time we were in this spot too. I feel like you got a branch stuck in your shoes last time we were at this spot too. Oh, it was on the track? Yeah. Oh, okay. Alright. I'm gonna whip the map out. Oh, this shortcut's actually groomed.
I was doing trail maintenance.
Something like that. So there's the Ozbaldy. So yeah, we're there, yeah. So that is the end of the Viking course, and this shortcut here is that other side of the loop where the Berg Course continues. So we are back on Berg. And we've got, I think it says 1.2 kilometers back to the starting hut, and then we will have done everything. And again, it doesn't take that long. We've probably been gone, what, an hour?
Yeah.
Maybe?
If you want to do it again.
Yeah.
I'm not even that tired.
No. Into the great wide open, and the sky's so blue. It's a pert out, don't you know? Ugh. So this is the hill Nash can never survive the turn on for some reason. Yee-hoo. Huh?
Grooved. Last time it wasn't.
It's always been grooved.
No, last time it was smoothed out for like 10 feet.
Oh. Person, 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 person. Get out, get out, get out.
If we were doing that, then yeah, I would probably die. I'd go right into that tree well.
You almost did one time.
Last time, yeah. Last time there was also less snow in the ditch.
Yeah, the creek was flowing too, yeah. Oh well.
Goddy.
What? Alright, so I am pretty sure we're about to come up to the end. Back to the road and the hut and the little race turnaround. So I'm going to run the outro now. Even though I do believe we're going to do this again. But in case we don't go, in case we go do other stuff or something, I'll just run the outro now. So this has been Cabin Creek Sno-Park, going around the Berg Course and the Viking Course without the shortcuts on a nice snowy day. Some other time we'll run the road in its entirety, and hopefully eventually we'll do the Amabilis Mtn too. But I think that's all the video I am going to take today. Thank you for joining us. See you next time. Have a good one. Bye. And ciao. Yeah, there's the snowcat. We're literally almost back.
Oh, I'm starting to feel a blister forming.
Yeah, me too.
So probably just this and head back.
Yeah.